If you're considering new construction in the New Braunfels area, today I'm touring DR Horton Homes in Winding Creek to show you what you actually get for the price, not the brochure version, but the real life details that matter when you're deciding if new construction is the right move. My name is Shaunna Hanover. I live, work, and play right here in New Braunfels, and I get calls, texts, and emails from people just like you every single day who are thinking about making a move to the area. Whether you're 6 days or 6 months away, if that's you, I'd love to be your realtor of choice. All of my contact information is listed below, and when you're ready to reach out, it will always be me personally getting back to you. All right, let's take a look. Hi, welcome to Winding Creek. This is a DR Horton community in New Braunfels, Texas. We are going to tour the Nicole floor plan. It is a 2-story, 4-bed, 3-bath. The primary suite is upstairs, but you do have a guest suite and a full bathroom downstairs. Let's go check it out. Come on in. Okay, so because this is the model home, we do have offices in here, which would otherwise be your garage space. So keep that in mind as we make our way this way. So this would be, these 2 offices here would be your 2-car garage, and then you'd have a door right here coming into the home from the garage. This space right here is currently the HOA office, but this would be your guest suite downstairs. So you do have a bedroom downstairs, you have a coat closet right here off your entrance, and then you have a full bath with a tub shower combination right here. So this would be a great floor plan. Let's say you have, your guest or your mother-in-law, they could be, or father-in-law for that matter, they could be down here and then they'd have a full bathroom, easily accessible, and your guests as well. So we'll take a look at the downstairs first. I do like how wide the entryway is here. It does feel nice and spacious. And then they have, big furniture pieces here too, and it still feels very, like you have a lot of room. And then you have your under the stair storage. These light switches are kind of fun and different. Got lots of natural light in here. Very open concept, living, kitchen. In this particular model, there is granite, but they are now doing quartz in this community. So all of the homes will come standard with quartz countertops and not the granite. But the granite is still really pretty. So you can gather here, have seating around the island, have, your dining table here, and this is a nice space. You could actually put a bigger table and more seating here, and it would feel, you would still have room. It doesn't feel cramped. You could also drop a nice, chandelier above the table. And then in here, you get the stainless steel appliances. They are Whirlpool, so you have your dishwasher, refrigerator, stove, and microwave above. And these do come with the homes. They do a full appliance package, including a washer and dryer. And then you have your step-in pantry here. And again, as I like to point out, you could always add another shelf and just give yourself even more storage capability. Standard with the DR Horton homes in this community, they are doing covered patios, which is huge if you want that cohesive indoor-outdoor living and just the flow. Plus, it's hot. It's South Texas. We have 3-digit temperatures multiple days in a row in the summertime. So having that covered space is really nice. And that comes standard within this community. And again, you could always drop a ceiling fan here just for comfort, right? So another thing in this community that is standard is going to be your irrigation system. So you will have sprinklers front, back, and sides, and they will fully sod. So you'll have your grass. They fully sod the front and the back. And again, sprinklers front, back, and sides. You'll have the privacy fencing, the cedar fencing in this community. And then because it's a model, I know there's trees, but standard in this community, they do not put trees in the backyards. They'll give you 2 in the front yard. So just keep that in mind. All right, let's go take a look at the rest of the house. One of the great things about this community also is its location. So you are located in Marion ISD. You have a tax rate, a really low tax rate of 1.45. You do not have city taxes, but you will have a New Braunfels address. I know it's kind of confusing to some because it's Marion ISD, but it will be a New Braunfels address, but the school district is Marion. There's a great amenity center here in the community. Splash pad, 24-hour fitness center. So your primary bedroom is upstairs, so keep that in mind. Your HOA is going to be $300 a quarter, so $1,200 for the year, but it's going to include all of those amenities. So this could be used as a game room. That's how they have it set up right now. It could be if you needed it as a classroom, you could do a classroom, just a fun place to hang out, right? I know Super Bowl is this Sunday, so this would be a fun spot to watch the Super Bowl. Over here is your laundry room, and then you do have a linen closet. So I like the proximity of that, having your laundry room here and then a linen closet there. When you get done washing all your bedding and towels, you can just store them easily right there. But these do come standard with the home. So these are Whirlpool appliances. Again, you've got your stainless steel appliances downstairs in the kitchen and your washer and dryer upstairs. The primary is located over here. So it is completely separate from the rest of the bedrooms, and it has its own little entryway. You could drop a nice little, you could do a prettier light there. That'd be nice. And then again, spacious primary. It's got the seating over there, and I know the designers, they do a great job showing you what's possible. But you've got a dresser, you could put a TV here. I would put a ceiling fan, just me. I know my husband would as well. Nice and bright. And then coming into the primary restroom, this one does have the stand-up shower. It does have a little bit of a curb that you would have to step into, and then, the tile. So if you wanted the tile all the way to the ceiling, I'm sure they would do that. I'm sure it's an upgrade, but it's probably possible. And then you have your water closet here. I like that it has its own door. Your vanity here, and then a huge walk-in closet. Again, the designers always show you, what's possible and all the pretty things. And so I do like that they put this vanity here, especially with the natural light. This would be a great spot to do your makeup. Great spot. I'm one of those that keeps tweezers in my truck because I can see all my little eyebrow hairs. This would be great lighting for that. You could definitely do that right here. Nice big closet. You could add pieces of furniture in here. You could even do like an island, a cabinet island with drawers and stuff around it, and you'd have plenty of room to walk around and it wouldn't be in your way. I would do that. If you are thinking of moving to New Braunfels and you are working at Randolph Air Force Base off of 78, this would be a great option for you, because if you look right out this window, that road running out there is FM 1044. That road will take you to 78. So you take this road out, you would make a right on 78, and Randolph Air Force Base is a short commute right out there. It wouldn't take you long at all to get there. Coming over here to this wing of the upstairs, if you will, you have your attic access. So you'd pull this string and that would drop down in your ladder. You could go up there and do all the things. So you've got one of your secondary bedrooms here. They each have a walk-in closet. Cute little room. Definitely a boy's room. Could be a girl's room too. Little backpack. Gamers. Watch the string. Here's another bedroom. Again, walk-in closet. Decorated very nicely. Show you what's possible. And then you have another linen closet. You can never have enough storage. So you have a linen closet here right off of the full bathroom. This one too it's a tub shower combo. So again, if you wanted the tile all the way up, I'm sure that they could do that. It would just be an upgrade. And then you have the granite and then more storage here. What do you guys think of this house? Next, we're going to show you a one-story home in the same community, and we'll also show you the amenity centers. All right, welcome to a one-story floor plan. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This is called The Brook. Come on in. I do want to point out and just reiterate that in this community, they do a covered front porch and a covered back porch in all of their floor plans. Coming in off the entryway, you're gonna have a coat closet right here. So that's nice. And then here would be where you would enter in from the garage, but it's also, you would be coming right into your laundry room. There's a lot of paint being stored in here right now, so we won't go in there. But you do have your 2-car garage. This is your, again, your laundry room right here off the entryway, and then coming into your living space. These homes also, all of these homes in this community come with blinds. It's not a negotiated item. They come standard in all of the homes. And then these homes are also smart homes. They're gonna come with it's not a Ring doorbell, but it's similar to a Ring doorbell. And then you have your smart thermostat, and all of this can be controlled from your phone, including the garage door. So again, as I mentioned earlier, they are putting quartz standard in all of the homes now instead of granite. So you have this nice quartz island. You could easily put 3 stools here. And then your appliances. Again, the appliances that come standard are going to be the dishwasher, the stove, and the microwave, but we can negotiate for the fridge. And I would help you negotiate for the fridge for sure. You have this nice little area here, kind of separate. I would do a coffee bar here, or maybe a little wine bar, and then your pantry. Nice. So again, this is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. This would be your eating area, and then we'll take you outside here in just a moment. But the primary suite is separate from the rest of the house, so it is a true split floor plan. So this would be your primary bedroom. Again, I'd put a ceiling fan. It's wired for it. You'll thank me because it's warm. And here you have the double vanity, and you have the stand-up shower. You have your water closet here, or your toilet with its own door, and then a walk-in closet. This is not a bad size closet for this size of home. This home is just shy of 1,400 square feet. So this is a pretty good size closet. And as you can see, I can stand under here. We'll take you out of the primary and we'll go outside first. And again, in this community, they would do covered front porches and covered back porches. That's standard. And the blinds come standard. So this is a nice space. You could easily put, you know, a little sectional couch out here. You could put your barbecue pit. You could drop a ceiling fan, and it's a nice size yard with a privacy fence. So, you know, if you have little dogs, little children, they can safely play back here. And again, you have full sod in the front and back, grass, sod, same thing. And then your sprinkler system, front, back, and sides. There's also a gate here, so you can easily, you know, go out the gate to the front if need be. Come on in. And then dining room, back through the kitchen. You have the one solid sink. I know I've touched on this in our other home tours. I'd love to know your thoughts on which one you prefer, if you like the dividing sink with your, you know, sink and then your, you know, disposal on one side, or if you like the one solid sink. I would, doing the one solid sink, I would do a different faucet. I would do one that was a little bit taller. That way I could get my pots in here and underneath it easier. Just a design element. And then over here, completely separate from your primary, you have 2 more bedrooms. So we'll take you into this one. And you just have the closet here, not really a walk-in closet. I mean, you could step into it, but it's not a walk-in by any means. And then again, you could always add a ceiling fan. The bedrooms do have carpet. And then they have a full bath in between with a single vanity sink. And an identical second bedroom here. With a closet. So again, there are roughly 20 homes left in this phase, in this community. So if this is the community that you're interested in, I would definitely jump on it. And when they close this community out, they will begin phase 2 on the other side of 1044. So there's a lot to come. What did you guys think? Do you like the 1-story or the 2-story better? Let me know your thoughts. All right, let's take a look at these amenities. This is their event center. So this will be open to residents you could rent it for a baby shower or a family get-together. It is still in the construction process, so we're giving you a sneak peek of what's to come. Great open, I mean, look at the beams and the tongue and groove in the ceiling. It's a beautiful space. So you could host different events here. Again, open to the residents to rent it out on a first come, first served basis. The HOA will be housed here too. They'll have their office in this building. You'll have a full kitchen. So again, this is great for events because you'll have access to this. Nice and open, lots of natural light. And then we'll go down this way. On the other side will be a 24-hour fitness center. All the residents will have a key fob. This right now the plan is for this to be the HOA's office right here. And then you'll have your restrooms here, another office, and then this will be your entrance into the 24-hour fitness center, which is right over here. So you've got machines, you've got free weights, you've got the nice padded flooring. You have a view of the pool while you're in here working out. And then you have restrooms located back here as well. So again, keep in mind it is under construction, so keep an open mind. Good, honey? Okay. It's a beautiful day. It is February, guys, and it's 82 degrees. So you could literally go swimming today in February. But beautiful pool. You also have the handicap lift. I do like that they put that feature in. That way it's accessible to all. And then you have an area over here that will be shaded. So I would beg to say that they're going to put some loungers over here. It's almost 4 feet deep here. You've got the lane markers here, so you could swim some laps. You've got your sun shelf, so you could sit here and be somewhat in the water, but, you know, tan. And then here under this, like I said, I could see some lounge chairs just hanging out here. And then they put a pickleball court and a basketball court out here. This is great for the residents. So in this phase that we're currently in, there are 20 homes that are still available. So if this is an area that you are, looking into, I would act sooner than later because there are only 20 available. Now, they are going to open phase 2 very soon, and it will be on the other side of 1044. So there's more to come. We're going to show you the splash pad next. Okay, this is the splash pad to come for the little ones. This is going to be super fun in the summer. And they're interactive, so like there's a little handprint here, so the kids will just put their hands here and then the water will flow out of these little areas like it. Oh, I wish this was on right now. I would so get you. And the big leaves. Okay, before we jump into the map, I wanted to do a quick recap of where we just were. We toured Winding Creek, which is a newer subdivision here in New Braunfels, Texas. It is a DR Horton community, and it's one that is getting a lot of attention right now, especially because of the current pricing that they're offering. At the time of filming, homes in Winding Creek are priced roughly between $281,000 and $327,000, which is a very competitive price for new construction in this area. This community will feature 12 open concept floor plans, giving buyers a lot of flexibility depending on their needs and their budget. Square footage ranges from just under 1,300 square feet all the way up to just over 2,500 square feet. Now, let's switch over to the map so I can show you exactly where Winding Creek is located, how it connects to major roads, and why this location matters if you're considering new construction in the New Braunfels area.
All right, let me add a little context here because proximity is usually what people ask about first. All right, Winding Creek is here. Now, New Braunfels itself is located in between San Antonio and Austin along the I-35 corridor. I-35 runs north and south. So you go this way to Austin and head this way to San Antonio. So from Winding Creek, you could take this lovely little road here called FM 1044. It runs in between. It would literally connect you from I-35 to another major interstate, I-10, which runs east and west. This is how you would go to Houston, but it will literally take you all the way from California to Florida. So Winding Creek, if you are commuting to Randolph Air Force Base, I want to show you what your commute could look like every day. So you would come out of the subdivision, you would make a left on 1044, and you would make a right onto 78. 78 will take you through a little town of Marion, through Cibolo, Schertz, and there is a main gate entrance into Randolph right here. This commute would approximately take you 25 to 30 minutes. That makes that location appealing for commuters that are heading in that direction. And again, you could go 1044 the opposite direction and get on I-35 and go north or south. So you could go, south into San Antonio or north into Austin. Now, for the sake of the proximity to things in New Braunfels, you are not far. I'm going to zoom in for you. So it would take you approximately 7 minutes to get from here, go down 1044, here's I-35. It would take you 7 minutes to get to Landa Park. Now, Landa Park is a gem of New Braunfels. It is a beautiful park. There is a little train that runs through the entire park for the little ones. There's playgrounds. There's an amphitheater, there's a swimming pool, volleyball courts, golf course, all the things, and it's right in the middle of downtown New Braunfels. That is a staple of this area. So if you're coming into New Braunfels, if you're living here, you'll definitely be spending time at Landa Park, and you're 7 minutes from Winding Creek to Landa Park. And then you would have, let me zoom in again so you can see, you're not far from an H-E-B. You've got your Home Depot right here. And again, I-35. Coming out this way, here's green. Got the Snake Farm, the Bandit Golf Course. South Bank is a neighborhood. Lake Dunlap. Schlitterbahn, the famous Schlitterbahn. Yes, it's temporarily closed, but it'll be open come May. Don't worry. And if you're heading towards Creekside, which is all out here, so if you want to go to Buc-ee's, shopping, restaurants, Top Golf, you're looking at about 15 minutes to get out here to the whole Town Creek area, or Creekside area, sorry. So while Winding Creek is on the east side of New Braunfels, you're still well connected both locally and regionally, which is one of the reasons this area works for a lot of different lifestyles. So that's why looking at the map, not just the brochure, really matters. So I hope this helps. Understanding drive times like this helps you decide if a community truly fits your day-to-day life.
Before we wrap up, I do want to touch briefly on pricing because timing really matters here. Typically, homes in Winding Creek have been priced roughly between $314,000 and $362,000, depending on the floor plan and the availability. That's why this is a moment worth paying attention to, especially if you've been considering new construction, but have been waiting for the numbers to make more sense. Of course, pricing and availability can change, but understanding what's typical versus what's available right now helps you make a more informed decision. If you're curious how Winding Creek compares to other new construction communities in New Braunfels, or whether this type of opportunity fits your situation, I'm always happy to walk through that with you. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me, and I'll see you in the next tour.